We've got the Vosteed Morgan series for the first time on camera here. These things look incredible. And we're gonna put them to the test. We're gonna sharpen them, we're gonna do some cut tests, then we're gonna do a review. And if these things perform and cut like lasers, then Vosteed gets bragging rights. Let's take a closer look and then let's grind. First impressions, the first thing you're gonna notice when you hold this thing is the handle. The handle's really well designed. I love the way it feels. It feels really good in my hand. The second thing you're gonna notice is the balance. They've got these at a 1-to-1 ratio. So the weight of the blade equals the weight of the handle. The next thing, and the last thing I'm gonna cover, is the edge angle, which is very interesting. They decided to go with the Japanese style 12/18, which as I'm studying and I'm learning, I'm starting to become a supporter of. However, for practical home chef use, I don't know what good it does. It's gonna be good for a week or two, and then as they hone or steel their blade, they're gonna destroy that. So it's gonna need constant attention from a professional sharpener. That's where I stand on that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start ripping some steel. All right, you're getting the first look at my Precision Knife Jig Projection Setter 2.0. Many of you probably remember the extruded aluminum version. This is going to be a little bit more accurate and precise, which I'm all about. 14 centimeters or 140 millimeters, that's my sweet spot. You just slide this to there and tighten it up, and we're done. Next step, let's put some tape on here. Projection setter. One of my requests was that it was built from materials softer than steel, so I don't have to worry about scratching. I'll give you kind of a full rundown of how I like to do this. So we've got an 8-inch blade. I'm just gonna mark out 4 inches real quick. Grab our knife jig. First thing you need to do is give it a little bit of pinch. Just like that, just enough. Line her up, there we go. And I always take my stop and I go all the way forward. Now I'm gonna square that stop up. Tighten my stop. Now I'm gonna tighten here. And if you can remember to do so, do a quick little outline for ultra precision as you move forward. So hopefully you can see there the gap here is pretty close to the gap there. I'm trying to find the center of the arc meeting right there. And this is set at 140 millimeters. Now we jump to the calculator. Before we do anything, we're gonna go ahead and establish a burr at 18 degrees on each side. And then we'll jump in for the asymmetrical and apply the 12. Start high and work our way low. And I just realized we need to ask our client if he's left or right-handed. He's in a different time zone. Oh, he's still awake. He's right-handed. Awesome. Okay. Got a burr 75% of the way. All right, we're burred out. We're good to go on the burr. Client's right-handed. So with a right-handed individual, you're gonna go with the higher angle on the outside, the lower angle on the inside. So we need to reduce to 12. We're gonna 12 degree this thing right here, right now. Do you imagine trying to do 1812 by hand on a flat stone? Whew. Those guys that can do it, they are extremely talented. Here we go. Okay. Nope, don't want to do that. Muscle memory will push you to do so, but don't do it. Let me tell you, I spend a lot of time censoring that dang can. Oh my goodness. Big mistake there. Anyhow, getting everything set up for Grit 800. I'm gonna go in and just start polishing that bevel. Make it look nice and pretty. Here we are on the 18 degree side. I did reduce the angle slightly, 0.2 of a degree. The asymmetrical bevel on the Tormek system, it's a bit more work. You're gonna be working one side of the knife. If you had two machines in identical wheels, I suppose you could have one machine set up for 18 degrees and the other for 12. Now, as always, I'm just allowing the weight of the knife. No additional pressure here. As easy as she goes. Just like that, we've polished up our bevels. You know, I get a lot of questions about corrosion with these wheels. When they initially arrived, there was a really slight rust layer where the nylon where the nylon meets the steel housing of the wheel. But outside of that, I've never seen any additional rust buildup. I did run them for many weeks without any anti-corrosion solution, but it hasn't been an issue. And now we're getting the leather wheels set up. Final fold deburring. This leather wheel is laced with 3-micron diamond spray. I use a special blend of oil, alcohol, and of course the diamond powder itself. Jumped on the calculator, we got our distance. And in this case, we're jumping back to the original angle, so plus 0.2 of a degree. I believe I'm either setting up for the 12 degree side or the 18. And I'd say it takes about twice as long to fully deburr an asymmetrical bevel, just because you have to continually change your support bar distance. I got very lucky a couple months ago. Someone had posted a used super grind on Facebook Marketplace, and I think he wanted $120. The axle had seized up due to corrosion, and the wheel was beyond repair. Anyhow, that machine came with this wheel, and I was able to recondition it
and apply a 3-micron diamond on it, and boy, this thing is, I absolutely love it. I haven't used chromium oxide since I've switched. This is pretty much my final step, although I do like to hit the blade on the kangaroo strop before the knives leave the shop. I get a really nice finish. It also allows for my blades to leave with a slightly toothy edge. I realized last night I had a lot of buildup on my CBN wheels, so I spent some time to clean those up so they can cut as they used to. And yeah, the kangaroo strop really is a great way to make sure you got every last little piece of burr that might be trying to hang on. And this knife came out razor sharp.
You know, every time I do some kind of a paper cut test, someone's like, oh, you got to cut it the other way. I've been told to cut the paper 3 different ways now. So here you go. She's friggin' sharp. I like this blade. I like the way it feels. The how do I put it? The palm of the handle. Oh boy. This is the one, like if you had to, this is what you want in your hand. Yeah, I don't know karate. But I did study Bichitsu for most of my life. Oh, yeah, I like the handle. I like the handle. I like the weight. I like the sharpness. But I will say, the asymmetrical bevel, oh boy, for the everyday person, I don't know. That's a bit much, but $80, guess what? This thing is in my kitchen this year. See ya.